The best part of this juicer is, look how wide this is, right? Look. What's going on, guys? So, as you know, I just started a 60-day all juice fast. I have a green juice here that I made a couple days ago. I didn't drink or anything just yet. It's about, I want to say, like maybe 10 o'clock here. And I'm just prepping to juice. So I like to clean down my surfaces before I go ahead and, you know, start to cut up all my fruits and vegetables. Got my alarm going. 10:30. Yeah, so I just like to clean up the area that I'm gonna start juicing on. Just so I'll have a nice fresh start, right? So I've been looking into a lot of videos, different people's pages for juicing and doing a juice detox. And it's been super informative, helpful, people guiding you, and you know, you find a lot of people sharing their insights on how they got through their detox or their juice fast, where they're really helpful. They're looking to help guide people on this journey of just drinking juice for however long the period is. And I've just been amused and excited just to start. So I've been juicing for the last couple of days, but I just thought I'd just document it for everybody, right? Where you can be able to follow along with my journey. I am using, as you can see, my hands are free, the Meta glasses, right? So you'll be able to get a full access through the eyes of Meta and Whims for this wonderful 60-day juice fast. So we got everything all nice and clean. You know what I'm gonna do is I wipe it down. Oh, so I wiped it down. I'm gonna wipe it down again with a little bit of water. Wet napkin with water. Make sure my surface is super clean as much as possible. It doesn't have to be, you know, perfect. Not gonna get too crazy, but yeah. So I got my 60-day juice. Started off the right way. I haven't drinking or eaten anything just yet, but I am going to start off with some green juice. Don't mind the mess. If you see some mess, don't judge me. I am here just looking to share my progress. And enjoy better life, better health, and wow. You know when you haven't eaten or drinking anything in like so long, and then you go ahead and take that first sip of that fresh juice. Woo! That was amazing. Tastes so good. Nice and fresh. This green juice here, it is a cucumber This is a cucumber, green apple, celery, parsley, ginger, lemon, lime, cayenne pepper, all in one. This is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Wow. So I don't know how many ounces that is, but I'm going to try to go ahead and finish that juice. They say, I've seen a lot of people say, drink, right, when you're doing a juice fast. You can't get enough juice, right? You want to make sure that you're putting a lot of juice. As you can see, I don't got no food here. No food. And don't mind the fridge. Don't mind the fridge. What I'm going to do is, I have 2 cucumbers here. Don't really like to put my unclean fruits and veggies on the cutting board, so I clean them. So I'll place those right there. Number 1 lemon. Got my lime. Use some fresh celery. And kiwis. Apples back there. Alright. So, oh, yeah, forget my ginger. Get this off here. Okay, so this is what I'll do for my first juice. This is the full recipe for this specific green juice. I have celery, cucumbers, lemon, lime, ginger, fresh cilantro, parsley, and green apple. Sometimes, if you prefer, you can throw in a little bit of pineapple just to help increase the sweetness. But for me personally, I don't mind having a little bit of the natural unsweetened taste, because you know, all of these items are super good for the body, super fresh. Try to get organic as much as possible. But yeah, I'll throw that in my handy dandy juicer. Let's go ahead, get this out of the dishwasher. I really love this juicer, the Nema, because it is super easy to clean. All of the gadgets that come with it are super easy to get in the nooks and crannies. So if you have the chance to go ahead and purchase yourself a Nema juicer, I'll go ahead and probably leave the link somewhere down below, so you can be able to know where to find it. This is my favorite juicer. I had the first one, which I enjoyed. I gifted it to my mother, and now I have the J2 Nema juicer 2. What I like to do is, in order to see the amount of ounces that I have for my juice, I'll go ahead and put parts and pieces to the correct sides, and then I don't keep it plugged up because sometimes the power goes out here, so I don't want anything to happen to my juicer. But look at this beauty. And the best part of this juicer is, look how wide this is, right? Look, I can fit both of my hands, and I have, you know, really good size. Look at these things. Look, you can put all of your fruits and vegetables. Let's see if you can get in there with Meta. You can see you can put all your fruits and vegetables in there at a pretty good size. just so that you are good to go. Mind you, I am not shy about washing my fruits and vegetables at all. You should actually wash your fruits and vegetables as much as possible. You get a fresh, clean batch of some good juice. So I'll take, what I typically like to do is, for my juices, I will take all of the fruits, all of the vegetables, and let's put that there. Cut that bottom part off there. Don't mind the wastefulness. Again, I don't like putting them on my cutting board until they're washed nice and clean. But what I typically like doing is taking a big bowl, putting all of my fruits and vegetables in the pot here. And then taking them over to clean them. Number one, the more juice, the better, right? That's the rule. The more juice, the better. I don't want to save too many apples. 2 apples in the bag. There's no point of that. I actually like using gloves. I don't know, just because even though I wash my hands, keep my hands clean, I still like using gloves just because I feel like my fruits and vegetables a little bit more cleaner. So I'll go ahead and I don't gotta touch the fruits and vegetables, right? But anywho, I do like to start off with this here. And what I do is I take, everybody cleans their vegetables all differently, so I don't need to hear anybody saying, oh, you shouldn't do that to your vegetables, you shouldn't do that. Fine. Now what I'll do is I'll typically put a little bit of baking soda in a bowl, big bowl with all the vegetables and fruits. A little bit of water. Right? Take some vinegar and watch the science happen. I don't know the ratio between it, but yeah, that's what I do. And just mix it around. Keep going. So now I have my fruits and vegetables in the bowl. Over there, sitting in their little cleansing bath, right? While I'm cutting up, taking the skins off my cucumbers. Not a fan of cucumber skin. I don't know if there's any nutritional value to it, but I usually cut mine off. Like that. My brothers and I, we did own a juice and soup bar during COVID. So I learned a little bit about making juices, mixing and matching the different flavors. Get it to where people loved our juice and soup bar. It was called Brother versus Brother Juice and Soup Bar in New Jersey. Did very well. Have a lot of people begging us to come back. We had fresh juices like I'm doing today, and we had fresh soups made daily, every single day. Had great customers that loved supporting us, and so that's how I learned how to make juices. Got into just a little bit more of the health part of it and the benefits. Super excited to get a brand new start. Right? And again, everybody does their juices their own way. Never judge. Everybody's on their own journey. I say don't judge. Less judging and more support. More guidance, more teaching, more living. You do better with being supportive, helping people along their journey. Everybody's journey is different. Let's get another sip of this. Good juice. Just mix it around. I like using a straw. So I got this. And a bunch of other good juicing jars, believe it or not, from, I don't know if you can see it on this, IKEA. Wonderful jars for juicing. Hey, all these little guys, they matter. Don't forget about the little guys, peeps. So what I like to do is, I'll rinse off all of my fruits and vegetables after soaking them in the baking soda vinegar water bath. And then I'll go ahead and put them, of course, next to my juicer. I usually put the leafy, softer fruits and vegetables inside of your juicer first, and then start to add in the harder fruits or vegetables. But I went ahead and already put that in there. Cucumbers, celery, parsley, and my ginger. And then I'll start to incorporate everything else once I go. So I've been doing this for a little while, so I kind of know my system. Everybody has their own systems, so everybody does it differently. But we're going to start it off this way with our Nema Juicer J2. So again, I had the J1 and it was incredible. Where you had the slot, you can push in all of your juice, your fruits, and then you had the little tabletop where you can make sure to add in whatever else into your juicer. This one, I like it better, and it's whatever your preference is, because this opening is a lot more bigger and you don't have to cut up your fruits and vegetables that much. So we're going to go ahead and start the juicing. And as I wait, sorry about my lighting, but you'll start to see the juice come out. Ah, it looks so. Now that is some healthy living. Woo! Looks like it's gonna be good. So what I like to do next is I'll go ahead and chop the tops off of the celery, just because sometimes they are dry and I like fresh celery tops. Right? So we go ahead and take those off. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and chop these up, and I'll keep juicing at the same time. I might actually take some of these and throw it back in there just one more round, just to keep it going. Now, would you look at that fresh goodness? Got a whole, I don't know how many ounces that is, but it's probably like a 64 ounce jar. That's perfect to finish that whole jar for the day. You should be good for your juicing. So as long as you get one of these a day, if you want your juice fast, take one of those. You should be, well, I should be good. I learned that trick from my brother when we did on our juice and soup bar. We would use the strainer just to take out the extra pulp, so it would be nice and smooth for our customers. And they loved it. They enjoyed it. So I'm just finishing up the apples. I did replenish or reuse the waste that was coming from the start of the juice, which was the celery, the parsley and cilantro and cucumbers. I just tossed that back in on top of the apples, just because I knew the apples were a little bit more grittier and drier, so I can repurpose that, get a little bit more juice out of it. I do also like to do this just because I try to be as less wasteful as possible, where I would take the remainder of the apples and try to get to the core. So there's a lot of apple left. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, that's a whole lot of apple left, if you ask me. I just try to get it to the seed. Look at all the apple I got out of that. It's a full apple. That would have just been wasted. No, no, no. It's good stuff right there. You know, some people say that the core you don't gotta eat, but I don't know. I feel like if I'm juicing the pineapple, pouring. It's not, you know, super hard. What I actually want to do is I want to taste the sweetness of this pineapple. See if it's nice and sweet to go in my juice. Some people might say, "Oh, you're not supposed to be eating." I just spit it out. Stop crying. I'm joking. Be lucky if I even put that in to the edit. But that pineapple is perfect. So anyway, I cut the pineapple up. I put it in half. Cut it in half because what I want is to use half for my green juice and half for my orange juice. I know a couple people that want to try my green juice, so go ahead, just make them a cup. Not too much. Got a little bit more pineapple over there. So we'll go ahead and get that going. For my pineapples. Go ahead and rinse this off. From the green apples. Again, I like to use a strainer just because I'm not too much of a pulp guy. I will drink the juice with pulp from time to time, but it's not that much of a favorite for me. Again, let me go ahead and get this out. I'll add in a little bit more of this juice
in here. And of course, Juiceman, yeah, that's me. And don't forget to follow and like.